My respects.
Welcome, welcome! Can I have a word?
Greetings.
Same to you. Come and have a chat. You're quite the gentleman, I see. In those fancy rags. Must have cost a small fortune. How about I take them off your hands for you? Otherwise, there's no telling what might happen to you.
You think I'm scared of scum like you? Step aside, or we'll settle this the old-fashioned way. Survivor takes all.
Whoa, whoa! Easy there, killer. On second thought, I don't really need anything. Also, I have to go. Ha ha! A beautiful day, isn't it? Useless!
go! God!
This ass must have cost a pretty gutted.
Something you won't believe. I've traveled the whole world, and now I will tell you the amazing things I've seen and experienced. In the south, I saw a land without end, all covered in sky, hot and dry, flowing fresh water. The people there call themselves the Yeni.
You're facing him this time. Aye.
She conceived of the Holy Spirit. Hail Mary. And Mary said, Behold.
Good day to you.
I'm supposed to report to you about supplies.
Finally! They sent me someone who isn't wet behind the ears and doesn't have...
What's this about, then?
I need to requisition supplies for the camp from the locals. Grub for us, fodder for the horses.
Where do you want to get this?
We haven't been to Bohunjabits in a while. I reckon they can't...
Who's coming along?
Me, and they usually send some humans along because...
That's not much.
And that's why you're coming... But don't worry,
Won't the people...
they will, but fuck all good it'll do them. We'll chase them out of their houses, bring in the cart, and take whatever we can.
And what if something goes wrong?
That'll only happen if we take our eyes off them. Then there might be bloodshed, but usually not.
I don't need to hear any...
I'm glad to hear it, but it's come back tomorrow.
You know it is forbidden for me.
I've come about that charter you're looking for.
Have you got it?
Yes.
My Christ, Henry. All them men couldn't find it, and you just come... And the soldiers who were taking it to Sedlitz? Did you find them?
Aye. But they weren't planning to go to Sedlitz. They deserted. And were...
Horsons. Where are they now? What did you do with them?
I took care of them. They got what they deserved.
Well, well. He might look like a stripling, but he's anything but. Nice work. That's your mission accomplished, then. You're one of us from now on. Here, take our Loffenrock and wear it with pride. And you know what? I think you should get paid right now. And
So we can move out from the camp at last?
first things first. You know the first thing every real soldier does when he gets paid? He gets... Musa, did you hear that? Henry here found us that
And he dealt with the traitors. Perhaps...
Let them rot in hell, the horse.
And what now? Will you head out for
The sooner the better. Don't tell me you'll miss me.
It is just that you have not finished telling me the story of Joe.
Really? All right, but telling a story like that... You too, Henry.
As you command, sir. To the Praggers.
Long live the Prager. At last, I don't have to drink alone. Musa...
Alcohol and gambling may have their uses, but they are also sinful. I mean, look at yourself. A man should have 4 humors in his body. But you have replaced them all.
You're no saint yourself. I've heard from the bathhouse wenches how...
Every creature is beautiful and noble. For Allah created them thus.
You've got a way with words, I'll give you that. All the more reason I don't understand why you don't drink and play dice.
I simply...
But I fucking do. So come on, Henry. You'll play with...
Now, why not?
That's the spirit. You're a man out...
Careful, friend. Winning money of the captain is...
I'm really surprised you challenged me. I don't like to lose. These ones here... Damn! What's this? Aye, that'll do. Like this. Damn it! Well, you're not afraid of anything. What can you do? These ones here... Damn it! They're yours, lad. If I was you, I'd take it. Like this. Aye, that'll do. That's enough for me. You must have a...
Shit! How could I have lost?
Glory to the victors, honor to the defeated.
You bet I will. I'll play.
And now for a drink. And so St. George hops on his white steed, and he rides to the lake, where he sees a huge mountain with a cave at the bottom. Stench of sulfur, it's wafting from it. And so, he shouts at the top of his lungs into the cave and says, "Come out, dragon! I challenge you to a fight!" And so, all of a sudden, the mountain moves, and massive dragon looks down at George and says, "Sir Knight, I accept your challenge, but why the fuck are you shouting up my arse?" I love that story. Up his arse.
Sir, you have to come with me quickly. The surgeon too.
Can't you see we're in the middle of serious debate?
No, please, come quickly, before it's too late.
What's going on?
This is Chatan. He leads the Cumans.
He has been stabbed. Tudo bem. Kitchen outdoors.
Who did it?
We will not get anything out of him in this state. We must get him to the infirmary before he bleeds to death.
Someone, please explain to me what the fuck is going on here.
They said they just found him like this.
These two, they were on guard in the tower, and out of the blue they heard a scream.
When his men find out about this, we'll be lucky to not end up in the same position as him.
We've got to move him quickly. He's in plain sight here.
Quick, before it's too late.
I'll help you with him.
You two, go to the gate. Don't let anyone in. You got it?
What are your orders, Lord of Burblaka?
What do you think? Catch the bastard who did it!
Well, that never would have occurred to me. We're lucky to have...
Don't make me mad! If your men had done their sentry duty properly, we could have spared...
I'll deal with Aldebert and Radovan, don't you worry. But now we have to...
All right. You search this place, and I...
Right now? What good can you do there?
Do what I said, and don't concern yourself with me. I'll go where I want, when I want.
Fine. Go to hell for all. So, Henry, Churchan's at death's door. Musa is up to his elbows in his guts. Grosov won't do a fucking thing. I'd like to hear any suggestions.
We have to tell someone. Let's leave for Sedlets first thing in the morning.
Have you lost your fucking mind? If Sigismund finds out what happened, he'll throw us to that Cuman rabble in the hope that we're gonna have to sort this out. Being a commander here is a right... soldiering was different in my day. No... Kurva... You know what, soldier? I'm gonna go and take care of something.
What am I supposed to...
I don't know. Anything. Have a look around. Check Churtan's tent. So maybe you'll find some clues. Maybe you'll find the murderer himself. Fucking drinking until we're all slaughtered.
And lo and behold, where might this trail of blood lead to? Catherine was right. I'll never get such a massive cannon out of here. I have to get Katz to move it out of the camp somehow. Someone washed off some blood here. So this is where Chertan lives. That's one serious lock. There must be something important inside. Owes Chertan money. Sakra.
Had a bit of a tipple before bed. Cheers, then.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift. Was it you who found Chertan?
Aye. Me and my comrade there.
I need to ask you a couple of questions.
I don't know nothing. We didn't do nothing.
You really didn't see anything? You're standing there on the tower, and you don't hear a man getting murdered? That's a bit odd, isn't it?
Are you deaf? I told you we didn't notice nothing.
No, I believe you. But that only tells me you weren't taking your guard duty as seriously as you claim you were.
Well, it's possible.
What's possible?
It's possible we dozed off for a while.
Oh, Christ. I knew it. You two were asleep up there.
No, we might have just shut one eye for a moment, but we wasn't sleeping. We'd have noticed if anything happened there. But before Chertan started yelling...
What did you do when you found Chertan?
It all happened so fast. Before we could come to our senses and decide what to do, Crow turned up.
Crow?
Aye. He heard the racket and came to see what was going on. And I'll tell you, when he saw Chertan, he went as pale as a ghost. But he snapped out of it quick and told us to wait for him to go and get cats. If it wasn't for him, Chertan would have bled.
How did you find...
I remember we heard someone yelling. So we ran down to the ammunition store and...
As far as I know, there were two of you on guard duty on the tower. What's the other soldier like?
Him? God's teeth. He's the most annoying bloke I've ever met. Can't keep his mouth shut. A complete twat.
Anyone can be a bit of a twat sometimes.
But he out-twats them all. He never stops banging on about the most run-of-the-mill things. Like, he was living in a cave. I tried to tell him I'm not fucking interested. But he just... Between you and me, it's quite a relief that this business with Chertan shut him up for a while.
How did you find Chertan, actually?
We heard yelling, so we went to take a look. I don't miss... And there was Chertan, crawling in pool of the blood and babbling something.
There were two of you on guard duty.
Him? He's a good pal. The best in the whole camp. Always happy to listen to what I have to say, and that's plenty, believe me. The things I've seen since we left Prague. I'd never have dreamt of some of the things I've seen in this world.
And the lock looks scratched. Maybe someone tried to get inside without a key. Was someone trying to steal something? Or perhaps I'm not the only one who's looking to make mischief here. Oh, there's powder all over the place. One spark and the whole store would be blown sky high. Are the soldiers really so lax? Or could there be more to it than that? Well, well. So the watchmen were boozing instead of watching. The guards must have seen something from here. If they weren't drinking, that is. If this is how they all guard this camp, we could torch the place to the ground and no one would notice. I reckon I should take another look around Chertan's tent. dagger in a pool of blood. Jesus, that must be the one Chertan was stabbed with. But there's nothing special about it. It's the kind ordinary soldiers carry. Trying to find its owner will probably be futile.
Have you noticed anyone suspicious hanging around by the...
There's always someone going in and out. But no strangers. In fact, everyone who has access came to the place where Chertan...
Before the murder? Doing something with the lock, maybe?
Nobody went up there the whole night. I'm telling you, we was watching...
Right.
Did you find anything?
I found a dagger in the grass by Chertan's tent.
You've got eyes like a hawk, Henry. But it's a pretty ordinary dagger, the kind of thing anyone in the camp might have.
I suppose you're right.
Let's hope Chertan can tell us something. Come on, let's go and see if Musa's done.
Where the fuck have you been all this time? While you lot have been playing with cocks up there, Chertan croaked.
What? Musa couldn't save him?
That fucking sawbone of yours finished him off, more like. He took one of his pagan potions and poured it down his throat.
What the hell are you talking about?
That's what I'd like to know. Can someone explain what the fuck happened here?
Chertan's dead. Not from his wounds. He was poisoned. Sir Grozav is right about that. But he could not be more wrong about the rest.
How dare you, you foreign dog!
Calm down, sir. Go on, Musa.
When Chertan was brought here, he was bleeding heavily, and his wounds needed stitching. But he survived. Then I gave him some wine to prepare him for treatment. That is the... But what was not usual was that he started vomiting blood.
I'd bet it was the wine that killed him. There's lots of poisons you could add to it, and nobody would notice. Well, until it's...
You are probably right, my friend.
How come you even have wine here? You keep saying you're not allowed to drink.
As I said, I give it to wounded men to ease their pain and for certain complaints. At the right dose, it can be very beneficial. It is not all that common in my country, but I follow the teachings of the great scholar Ibn Sina. You Christians, I tried other alcohol as well, but drinking mead makes my patients worse. And if I give them beer...
That's enough! Keep an eye on this fiend till I bring the...
Wait, sir. I have no idea what happened here, but Musa is definitely innocent. Chertan was stabbed first, wasn't he? And Musa was with me in my tent when that happened.
So, he's in league with someone else?
With one of the half-wits here? I doubt that.
Are you sure you're not trying to cover for him?
I beg your pardon.
Don't try that on me. I know very well you and that foreigner are best pals.
I will happily take an oath. I may not be a nobleman like you.
There's no way Musa is to blame. Even if he wanted to kill Chertan, he must have known that...
The lad's right.
Might I say a word about this?
You can be glad you're not in...
Please, sir. Give me some time, and we won't leave this place until we clear this up. You have my word.
What? But sir, you said...
Things have changed a bit since then, or haven't you noticed? Not even a handcart carrying dung will leave the camp till I...
So I'm supposed to let a murderer go and put up with you in my camp meanwhile? Are you
But sir...
Silence! Musa will remain under guard in his tent. He will not speak to anyone until the royal... He'll deal. And my advice to you two is to sit on your asses and twiddle your thumbs. If word gets out that Chertan's been done...
Where do you think you're going, Henry? Stay here and talk.
Why did you stop?
I don't even know. Maybe it's because he actually listens. You must have got to know him a bit by now, too, huh?
Well, the most important thing is...
I'm glad we see eye. That's what I'd like to know. We have to find the real murderer as quickly as possible.
What is this royal...
He's a crown official who makes sure the law's enforced in this land. His people catch and try all sorts of counterfeiters, rebels. Sigismund may not have appointed one yet, but I've heard he's put Stever of Steversitz in charge of this kind of thing. And if that's true, and Gorzov brings him here, we're all...
Who is this?
A real big cheese, lad. He owns half of Upper Hungary. You don't get that kind of wealth by being kind-hearted.
You really don't have any idea.
How could I? We should
But Grozov has him under guard.
And there's no way I can get to him, but you could...
Me?
Who else? I need help. Someone I can trust. You have to get rid of the guard somehow.
All right. How much time?
I'm not sure. Grozov will most likely write a report to... Then he has to decide what to do next, which means sending the Royal Justicia. I'd say we have 2...
All right.
Good idea. Grozov's men are all blockheads. It'll be easy. And Henry, be careful.
Christ.
That bastard. We're stuck here because of him. I hope Musa will know what to do.
My humble respects.
I'm sorry.
Henry? What are you doing?
Now, to hell with Grozov. Katz believes you didn't do it.
I truly appreciate that. Tinje sireye menem.
What?
It is a proverb from my country. It means that...
Well, we'll straighten them all out. Don't worry. But I'm gonna need... What happened when you brought...
I already told you everything. We laid him on the table. Crow went his own way and I started cleaning Chertan's wounds. Then I gave him some wine to drink. And he suddenly, soon after, he was dead.
And what happened next?
Then the noble lord of Borumlaka arrived. And...
Did Chertan say anything before?
He tried to, but my Hungarian is not as good as I thought. He was coughing so much that
What about that wine?
Lord Grozav poured it away in anger before you arrived, so that I could not poison anyone else, he said.
He poured it away? When it could have helped us? The wine was evidence.
Evidence that here in Bohemia you will drink, even vinegar. It smelt and looked the same, as always. Except perhaps it was a little more cloudy.
Where was the wine from?
A bathhouse maid brought it to me along with my clean laundry. A very pretty girl. Black hair, nicely built. Catherine, I think she's called.
Catherine? Are you sure?
Absolutely. But I doubt that she was mixed up in this. Chertan was not the first person I gave the wine to today. The wine must have been poisoned here, in my infirmary.
All right.
I have done some thinking about that. After all, the best thing would be to investigate the poison. Every poison has different effects. What if we discover what poison was used on Chertan? We just have to...
How can we identify the...
That is not hard. I examine the dead body. I find the symptom. That is, I would.
And could I help you? I may not be as learned as you, but I do know how much herb Paris to put in a potion to make someone fall asleep.
Excellent, my friend. Maybe we can... The first thing to do is to go to Chertan's corpse. You must remember everything. In the infirmary, you'll find a chest. Take from it my almanac of poisons. You can read.
Aye.
Excellent. The chest is locked. But I trust...
You have a whole book just about...
I bought it on my way here, in Moravia. I have not... But please, do not mention it to anyone. It would not look good for someone in...
Right. Examine Chertan's body and... Who do you think?
I have no idea. But what I do know, who do you think is the prime suspect?
Oh, I heard Sir Grozav...
I have heard the same. And did you notice how quick...
Well?
I think it must be someone from here. A stranger would have... And I would bet that it was one of us. And because it cannot be you, me, or Katz, that leaves Grozav. Someone should question them all. Maybe their state...
Well...
I am very grateful, my friend.
What if we forgot about finding the murderer? You'd be long gone before Grozav found out.
Thank you for the offer. But look at me. My appearance is a little... And even if I did get away by some miracle, they would punish you.
Stop, you bastard! Nobody's allowed...
But Katz himself sent me.
Then you'll have to shout out the message, because nobody...
Huh. What are you doing here?
That's what I'd like to know. They just came and said I should guard the physician and not let him out of my sight. Even if he... You wouldn't happen to know what's going on, would you?
I heard someone was threatening Musa. They're afraid, but you didn't hear it from me. Got that?
Mother of God! Why do I have to be the one to guard him? Am I supposed to get...
Wouldn't you rather go and have an ale?
I can't say I'm not...
Right, I've learnt something about poisons. Now I should examine Chertan's body. All right. Holy Mary, Mother of God, don't let me miss him. He looks a bit ruddy. I can't... I suppose the murderer surprised him and didn't give him a... He coughed up some blood, all right. But he also threw his gut... There's no way... That's a nasty wound. Why would someone kill him in the most heavily guarded part of the camp, instead of trying to lure him outside? Several stab wounds in the belly, all close together and very deep. The murderer definitely knew what he was doing. Though that hardly narrows down the field in an army camp. Well, almost everything is covered in blood. I can't see anything ripped or sliced off. Whoever killed him, it doesn't look like a robbery. He looks horribly rigid and contorted. He must have... Nothing strange here except the stiffness and broken nails. Could he have dug his nails into the table when the spasm started? And what's this here? Something that looks like warts. But did the poison cause them? Or was he a filthy pig and always had them? Completely rigid. Just like the arms. But, oh, Christ, what a stink! Ugh, he shot himself. I've heard it happens to the dead, but that much? Ugh, maybe the poison did that. That'll have to do. I've found out enough. He had spasms, he shot himself, warts or lesions on his hands, as red as a poppy. But that could be from drinking, or lots of things. I mustn't forget anything. That's the main thing.
You again? Once more?
But I'm Moose's assistant, and I need...
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but...
Look, why don't you go for a walk or something? Who knows?
You might be onto something there.
I read that book of yours, and I think...
What do you mean, you think?
The potion is called Kiss of Death. It causes vomiting, cramps, boils, and rapid death.
This name means nothing to me. I suppose I did not get that far in the book. But if you think the symptoms are the same, I will believe you. Are you sure it was that poison? Were there not more?
Absolutely certain. The murder...
All right. I have no now. We can only hope that the murderer has not...
Better start searching fast, hadn't I? You said that the suspects are Grozav, Crow, and the 2 guards.
Wait a moment.
Of course.
First, you should know that I am grateful for what you are doing. But I cannot stop thinking about how brilliantly you dealt with Mishek. Why would someone with your abilities want to enlist? I do not suspect you of Chertan's murder, of course. Do not. It is all strange. People have just been sitting around for months here. And all of a sudden...
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it?
Tell me the truth, my friend. Who are you? Really?
I don't know what you're talking about. Is this some kind of loyalty test or something? I'm just doing what I'm told to do. Is there something...
I have more important things to do than to try to trick you. I am asking, who are you?
All right. I'll try to trust you.
I knew it! I could tell straight away that you were
You're pleased? Aren't you a court?
It was not my first choice. Or do you think I long to...
How did you come to be...
That is a long story. Although the Osmans are not that welcoming to my people, the Sultan at the time received... But soon after, we found ourselves at war with Luckily, that is, luckily for me, it was around then, and I managed to persuade the Sultan to send me to Hungary. I am sure you understand that I did not want to wait for... But let us just say that King Sigismund did not show... Instead of making me his counselor and physician...
Well, you could go elsewhere if you don't like it here. I know a few people...
I am grateful to you, my friend. But I must refuse. I have had... because I am a total coward. I would be very happy to get away from here, and perhaps even return home. But so I think it will be best if we each go...
You know nothing. I know nothing.
And this conversation...
I'd better go and search the tents.
Good luck. I am...
I wouldn't mind a piece of that. For pain, exhaustion, fever, all healing remedies. Beautiful, but empty. No poison. There's nothing here. Moose is definitely not to blame.
Good to see you.
God be with you. How's the watch going?
Not bad.
He's the camp commander, but it looks like a pauper lives here. I reckon Grozov's fallen on hard times. Oh, that's valerian, I believe. It helps relieve pain, but it's also used to make Dollmaker potion. But Chertan was poisoned with Kiss of Death. Or was he?
God be with you. Keep the peace and we'll stay friends.
The water smells of flowers of some kind. Like roses? Oak. And dry as a bone. Nails. Is Crow planning on building a cottage instead of a tent? But they're covered in some kind of dirt. Hold on. Nails, rosewater, oak bark. They're all used to brew Kiss of Death.
My respect.
What is this strange letter? Nothing good, I'm sure. Ugh, stinks of vomit. Nothing out of the ordinary. No, I doubt that pair of drunks could have killed Chertan even if they wanted to. There's nothing here. I reckon those two really are innocent.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
God be with you.
version. It's about Jeb. I haven't seen him for ages. So what? Do you expect him to report to you every day?
I've traveled the whole world, and now I will tell you the amazing things I've seen and experienced. In the south, I saw a land without end.
Sorry.
Well? Do you have...
Oh, I hate it when I'm right. Instead of burying that fucking hag alive, they gave her house arrest somewhere in the countryside because they said her soul is ill. Oh!
Well, at least you won't...
And how can you be so sure? What if it overwhelms her again? She grabs a knife and rips open some poor...
I'm sure they'll hide the knives from her and lock the women up at night. They...
Damn it, Henry, don't be a fool. Oh, I still think I should...
Now she's maybe got away with it.
For eternity. I'd enjoy the idea of her burning in hell if she were already there. What would you say if I kept telling you to forget about Sigismund?
But that's different. Sigismund is that helper of hers who really murdered those girls is out of the game. She can't manage it herself. She's not...
But what if she is? If anybody else dies because of her, then...
I wouldn't worry about it that much. She got away with it because nobody realised what she was.
Maybe you're right. At least, I hope so. It's not going to be so bad, eh? There's a solution for everything. And you help...
We have to talk.
I hope it's important. The less we're...
Oh, you bet it's important. Someone poisoned Cher...
All right. You're not involved in this.
No. But I have to find the murderer. Cat said...
That old sod. He's never gonna...
I think I know how...
Good work, Henry. But like every man, you prefer boasting to hard work. Go and find that Shishka is waiting for us.
Musa said that Cher...
Do you think I'm... It's the same guy.
Musa said it looked...
I don't know anything about...
Unless someone... Well... What was our plan?
It's a bit... Stealing the cannon from the camp is impossible. There are two... Well, they were before, so you have to help them sort out their mess.
And when they leave the camp...
See, now you remember...
You said you need...
I do. Someone's been... I haven't actually seen anyone, but... I even...
What did you hear?
The other night, I was woken up by a man's voice. Like...
Do you think someone's...
Judging by the mumbling, I reckon this is... But you never know what a creep like him might notice. I'd feel a lot better.
Has anything else?
No.
A shoe?
That's just what... If both went missing, I just think someone stole them. But what?
Okay, then.
Yuck.
Did you understand?
Not a word.
What did it sound like?
Hungarian. You can't mistake their gibberish for anything else.
When did all this happen?
About 2 days ago. I haven't slept a wink.
Let's hope it's nothing serious.
What do you plan to do?
I could hide some...
That's not a bad idea. I will.
Of course.
All right, I trust you. But you... And what'll you do when you find him?
I can explain to him that...
I suppose.
All right. I'll see...
Thank you.
Annyi baj legyen.
So it's you. You're the human that keeps bothering the black-haired bath wench. You're
Mi van? Nem értem.
What are you on about? You don't understand bathhouse. Das Bad. Washing. Bathhouse wench.
Igen? Aha. A fürdős lány. Miért ne? Minek ütött bele az orrod? Igen, szeretem.
She's scared. Sakra. It's like talking to a horse. Ah! Help! That man wants to hurt me! Help! Save me! Huh? Bathhouse woman? Afraid. You? Go away. Du Schwein. Nicht amor.
Mi van? Félt tőlem. De én ezt nem akartam. Hát jó. Rendben, akkor békén hagyom. Nicht amor.
See how easily we came to an agreement? I found the Cuman who was stalking you.
Oh, thank God.
I just told him a woman like you wouldn't waste her time with...
And he understood. Have you learned? But the main thing is he won't cause any more trouble. We've got... And thank you. Now go.
to his feasts.
Careful.
Don't you have anything you should be doing?
Right. I found out all I could.
My word, you're bristling with confidence. We still have some time, so calm down, or you'll give yourself a fit. In the meantime, I'll go and get everything ready.
Well then, gentlemen. I understood from your letter roughly what happened, and I trust we can settle the matter quickly and quietly. But before we get started, I have to say you've disappointed me, Sir Grosov. King Sigismund placed his trust in you, but you don't seem to be up to the task.
That's not true. I took a few tattered tents and turned them into a proper military camp. Everything here is as it should be.
Only your soldiers seem to die from time to time, eh?
There are always problems, but as you can see, I can deal with them. We caught Musa of Mali in the act. You just need to pronounce judgment.
Musa is innocent.
Christ, Henry, be quiet.
And who might you be?
That is Henry, sir. One of my best soldiers. He just doesn't know when to keep his mouth shut.
Let him speak, then. I'm sure he has something very important to tell us. Tell me, lad, why is Musa innocent, in your opinion?
Chertan was poisoned, wasn't he? But I searched the whole infirmary and Musa's tent and didn't find any poison anywhere.
Why would I have any? I heal people.
Musa of Mali will remain silent until I personally ask him a question.
Surely you aren't going to believe this. Musa could easily have hidden the poison somewhere. The camp's big enough for that. Or did you search the...
But if it wasn't Musa...
Chertan was killed by our corporal, Stephen, known as Crow.
What? Me? Fucking hell, Henry.
Crow? That one with the mustache?
That's right, sir. He's Katz's right-hand man. I bet they're both mixed up in it.
Nobody asked for your opinion, but I am eager to hear yours, lad. And start at the beginning. What happened that night by the powder store, by your reckoning?
Crow broke in and was going to set fire to it, but Chertan caught him in the act. A fight broke out, and that's how it ended.
Set fire to it? Do you think I'm mad? Where's your proof?
Crow had a secret message in his pocket. Someone gave him a lot of money to make as much mischief in the camp as possible.
Is that true, Stephen?
You don't believe him, do you? He made it all up. He only just arrived, and he's got you wrapped around his little finger.
Give me the message, lad.
Here it is, sir.
How could you? After we've known each other for so long.
That's enough! I've heard all I need to know. Katz, I hereby convict...
What?
Sir Grosov, have a go.
Leave me alone!
Don't make this harder than it need be.
You whoresons! Just try and catch me! You're mine!
You black! what, Stieberitz? I'd say we've cleared everything up.
True. Get rid of the body outside the camp. He doesn't deserve to be buried with soldiers who fell for the king. And I apologize to you, Sir Musa.
My head will remain on my shoulders.
You needn't have been afraid of that. Your sort get...
I wouldn't laugh so much if I were you. You aren't up to running the camp.
What? I didn't do...
Exactly. And look where your inaction...
You can't do that.
Indeed I can. I will live in the royal tent.
It's all yours. We won't be staying much longer anyway.
About time.
Well, a lad helps with an investigation and it goes straight to his head. At Sedlitz, you can look forward to training so tough that you'll go cross-eyed.
Have I got time to stop by the baths?
All right, but hurry. I don't intend to make the journey in the dark, just... Everything all right, Sir Stibor?
It's happening.
At last, I won't have to wash.
Tell Zizka everything. So they're...
I will. But be careful once it all starts. I wouldn't want Dry Devil blowing your brains out by mistake.
Say something this time.
Aye, right.
You'll say you're me.
For my part, I could happily have done without all this. By the way, should I prepare the infirmary?
What for? I'd rather you found someone who will get rid of that body.
I'll take care of it. Just give me a moment to get my breath back. Not so young anymore, you know?
I could brew for you a reviving tonic. If you're not afraid, after all this.
Come now. Hungarian Red is the best tonic. If your country has done something right, then it's that, Sir Steve.
Why is it you look, you know, pale?
Limit in...
All right, I'm ready.
The sooner the better. Deserters. Traitors. I still can't believe that Kral betrayed us. Why the fuck?
Ah, don't worry about it. He was one.
In any case, the company's missing a corporal now. And I was... You may be new, but you've been a real help to me. And the lads will obey you. I'll make sure of that. What do you say?
Well, I assume a corporal.
You'd get a bit more, eh? But don't expect to be building a palace in old...
What are a corporal's?
Not much. I take care of the weapons and powder, and the pay, too. But I need someone on hand who would muster... The main thing is to make sure nobody slacks off, and not to come...
I...
Say yes!
It'll be an honor, sir.
You can stick the sir where the sun don't shine. You must know by now I'm not... Well, let's leave it be now. Otherwise we won't get... Right, Corporal. Order the men to get onto the wagons.
Aye, sir.
Sedlitz awaits!
So the devil jumps in from behind a tree. Pa, who's already got his blood up, just grabs him by the horns, wrestles him to the ground, and then starts giving birth to such a hiding. The fur is flying off. Wait, fellas. After Pa was done with it.
Go to hell! That'll teach you. I'll kill you for that!
I've been waiting for you.
He's got no chance alone.
Punishment by the blade, my favourite. You don't get me! Don't finish this quickly.
We're going to consume you, horse. Fucking horse Don't spare him! I'm bleeding! Good. Fuck you. Once more. We can go home. Yeah, don't spare him.
Rip your ass open. What do you want?
Kick his ass!
Let him have it. Vorbei, aber das ist nicht gut.
Oh, ich blute. Verdammte Blutung.
It stinks! Ah, at least it stopped the bleeding.
You fucking traitor.
Calm down, or you'll faint again.
What now?
You're a good man. You deserve an honorable death.
A commander should fall with his men. Prepare to fight! Oh!
There.
What's the matter?
Oh, it just doesn't seem right.
Not people. The enemy. Trust me. You'll sleep a... By the way, Brabant has already brought up...
What are they like?
Well, you'll see for yourself.
Yeah, the sooner we...
To the task.
Seems like we poked a hornet's nest with that ambush, eh?
We did. And that means the Devil's Den won't be safe much longer.
Another reason not to stick around there and attack Malashov.
Well, we're in luck. Ada's just returned from a scouting mission, and he says von Burkov's at the castle.
And what about Brabant's men? You were saying you don't like the look of them.
I just don't trust them somehow. But I'll admit that Frenchman surprised me.
We'll see how they fare in battle.
Indeed we will. We'll soon get ready, and then we'll plan what's...
How are things looking at Malashov?
Właśnie stamtąd wróciłem. Jedno wiem na pewno.
Could you slow down a bit? I'm trying to understand you, but I can't...
O co ci chodzi?
This is going nowhere. I need Uhe.
Was darf's heute Morgen sein?
Excuse me, but I'd like to ask you...
Meine Truppe ist nicht groß, but for you... Außer den Leuten here in the camp. I also have Doch wir werden abwarten. According...
What did you agree with Goodman Brabant?
Enough to risk meinen Hals. My half of the reward in coin, in advance, and half if your plan fails, you shall pay us the rest of the money we...
So you already know what the plan is?
All I know is, you want to capture some small fortress. You kein Stürmen der Mauern und no...
What weapons do you have?
Meine Truppe has the power of eine Lanze.
And how many of you are...
Here in the camp, I have my Armiger Hagen Trott, 2 free archers and a combat...
What experience do you remember?
Das ganze letzte Jahr we fought in Italy for Sir Mucio Sforza.
And who were you fighting against?
Unfortunately, this time, Il Capitano Barbiano was luckier and Italien ist ein großartiges Land. I'm certain Milan will soon rise against Florence. And auf Wiedersehen, mein Freund.
My name's Henry, and I'm a friend of Zizka's. I came here...
Ja, ich weiß, wer du bist. Brabant spoke. He said, you want to do something big?
Well, unfortunately, I can't tell you many details. Zizka is being awfully...
Macht nichts. Das ist egal. Fürs Geld oder für die...
What weapons do you have?
Entschuldigung, mein Freund. But you'd better talk... Die ganze Truppe.
All right. I'll ask...
Ganz wie du willst. And if you want to play some...
What is it? Do you need something?
Are you coming with us?
What would I do there?
What's wrong?
Am I supposed to be happy? Oh, Why Why do I even bother trying?
If you're talking about that plan...
Jan still thinks it'll be easy to capture von Berghoff. But I heard
What did he say?
that Otto von Berghoff has that fortress. My God! I should have slit his throat that time I had the chance.
We must defeat and capture von...
Aye, there's always some we must.
Look, if we succeed, we'll free our king.
Who gives a damn about some king?
Everyone. He'll drive Sigurd...
Ha! You lot. And your big...
What's the matter? You didn't mind what we were doing.
Until now we chose our foe. One we stood a chance against. And engaged them. And for some time now we've been getting into wilder and wilder enterprises. But go. If you must. And try not to die there. Damn it. In the meantime, I'll wait at the fortress in Su.
What awaits us at
A short but nonetheless dangerous battle. In the best. Things go to fucking hell. And our world... So prepare well. This really won't be easy.
I'm ready.
Good. In the evening, I'll assemble the men, and then we'll talk about what's next.
I'll wait with you.
I'm not drinking today. But once we have von Berghoff locked up...
So I say him, what do you expect? Where do you drink like fish? Fish are not able to walk either.
And then he threw you out?
No, he cannot, because...
Ah, vous êtes là. What is happening, Captain?
A mam nadzieję, że kurwa przeżyjemy.
Pojebało cię.
Enough of the chit-chat. I want to know if we're gonna get to work, Zizka.
We shall. No reason to wait. Von Berghoff won't stay in Malashov forever.
So tonight?
Before dawn. Even the dogs will still be snoring. And we'll have plenty of time to move.
I can't wait.
Sorry to disappoint you, Hinek. I need you in the village.
Oh, fuck. I was looking forward to that, Canon.
Hey, Kubienka. You were in the artillery in Sempak, weren't you?
Yes, but in the guard detail. I don't know shit about firing.
Well, at least it's some kind of experience.
I believe I might be of assistance, mes amis.
You've already helped quite enough, Frenchmen.
The Duc de Bourgogne, once, showed off such a bête lourde in Champmol. And I was there.
Is that so, Baron? Do you know how to handle it?
Oui. If I have a few strong men to assist me.
All right. Kubianka will go with you. If anything fucks up, we're counting on you to save our asses. The rest of us will lure the fortress garrison out, so we can cut them off. We'll split into two groups. Me and my men will cut the village off from the fortress. The second group will enter the village from the other side and cause mayhem. That'll be your job. Set fire to a haystack, make a racket. In short, anything that will lure the fortress garrison out into the open. You get me, Devil?
Oh, aye. A good old blood orgy. As soon as they stick their noses out, the trap falls.
And the rest will go like this. Listen up. Malashov is only a handful of cottages and a tavern. Fortunately, Kunzlin's fortress is a bit beyond the village.
Fuck. Looks more like a small castle.
Aye, it's well fortified. It's got a moat, 2 gates, and a big tower. That's where von Berghoff will be.
And don't forget the drawbridge and the secret passage.
Korytarz był zamknięty, byłem tam.
Aye, it's to be expected they'll seal off the passageway, so we have to get inside, over the bridge, and through the gate. You and Capon will deal with that, Henry. You two know it better from inside. Then, you'll let us in.
Damn. That'll be as hairy as the balls of St. Killian.
Aye, it won't be easy. But this isn't the first time for us. And besides, This time, we've got artillery to back us up. We have to get to the tower whatever happens, and if it all works out, we'll drag von Berghoff right out of bed.
God willing, he'll be sleeping like a log.
And another thing, the Devil's Den is no longer safe, so after the attack, we'll pull back to Suchtel Fortress.
Any place better than that shithole.
You're right there.
Abbas, no doubt Peter Pisek will be delighted to welcome us.
He wants to fight Sigismund? Well, here's his chance. Especially since he missed the last skirmish with von Berghoff. Any questions?
What should I do?
You and Sam come with me. I need your youthful zeal.
Everything is clear to me.
We're glad. Hitch up, men! Let's take advantage of the dark and get to Malashov before the cock crows.
Kurwa.
Don't know whether he sprayed me with blood or piss.
What, are you mad? We were only supposed to stir things up.
What did you think we'd do? Get drunk with them? Torch the village. No prisoners.
Look, just wait a moment.
What is it, youngster? What's the problem?
Do we have to burn down the whole village?
What of it? Can't you carry out a simple task?
Well, I don't know if...
Listen, von Berghau's in that fortress full of men. When they see the fire, they'll run out to extinguish it. They won't be expecting us. I never put my men's lives on the line. Especially if I can have the element of surprise.
I won't murder innocent peasants, Devil.
What? Do you have kin in the village? Who the hell's got into you?
This is the way my family was killed. They massacred them. And why?
Kurva, that's your problem. This is a war. And this is our plan for getting von Berghau. So if you want to do it your way, fine. You want to be a commander too? Let's see what you're made of then. I can't guarantee you'll survive, though.
I can't give you any guarantee either.
I don't need one.
Hört auf! Hört auf, you madman! Well, well. The bastard taught the devil to dance. So you won. The stronger dog fucks the bitches. We'll let the turnip pullers live. I hope you know what you're doing. Let none of our fine fellows fall instead of the few damn peasants. Because that'll be all your fault. What you gaping at? You never seen a man get his arse kicked before? We'll do it the youngsters' way. The boring way. Leave him. Let him be. Muster up. We'll go round the village to get to Zizka. Nice and quietly.
What's going on, Devil? What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I had a bit of a disagreement with this brat here.
This is your plan? To burn down the village?
What of it? We're at war, if you hadn't fucking noticed.
There's innocent people there.
Do you think I don't know? But better them than us. They'd run for the woods before we started anyway.
Are you serious?
Sei mishpoche, friend. Sei mishpoche.
It is the law of God. We are at war here, not those peasants.
Fuck this fucking shit. Well, it's too late to go back now.
But that fortress is still full of men.
There's another way to do this. I'll take care of the first gate. You'll have the element of surprise.
Fine, Henry. You've made your bed, now lie in it. But if any of us die today because of you, I'll gut you myself. Fuck. It's almost your time. You need to sneak quietly over the wall, youngsters.
It's still dark. That'll give us cover.
I'll go with them.
I appreciate it, but this is not for you.
Easy, Father. We're trying not to die here.
I'm giving them my best men. That'll have to do, friend.
I'd like to see what they look like.
Here I am, Kalani. We got leather, and other go ahead to check out fortress.
Good, Janosch. We'll take care of the drawbridge. And you, Henry, open up the first gate for Zizka.
And then we'll storm in there like a fox into a chicken coop.
I understand. Let's go.
Exactly. Off you go. No time to waste.
Good luck, fellas.
Good. The rock isn't so steep from this side, and the patrols are only on the eastern wall. Let's go, fellas.
That is a good place.
There? Really?
Yeah, there. Neckarfrey and do it already.
Yeah. Hey, just a moment.
You go first, Henry. Watch it.
Now for the worst part, Henry. You go and open that gate on the left. We'll take the drawbridge on the right. But careful. There's guards on patrol in the courtyard and shooters up on the gallery. We'll be up soon. You must hurry. Go and open that gate.
What?
Go and open that gate on the left. We'll take the drawbridge on the right. But careful. There's guards on patrol in the courtyard and shooters up on the gallery.
Oh, well.
Could use a shit. Eh? I must be mad.
Now just to open that gate.
You got surrender. Lost, boys. Take a shooting range here. Fucking bastard. Hold on.
Take that! Nice hit!
Hold on! Don't retreat! Cover behind the wagon! Hiddy! Behind the wagon! You have to hold out until they take down that damn bridge! Get on with it! All's not lost, boys. We still have that cannon. We just have to hold on.
Watch out! Come get a shot in!
Shoot! Shoot now!
Rip your
Shoot those bastards!
You swine! You'll pay for that!
Hold the line! Don't retreat! Fucking hell! Our lives are on the line! Hit something already! Shoot! Shoot now!
What the hell is going on?
Dobrodele! Take cover! It's like a shooting range here! Fucking bastards!
Hell one for free!
We can't take much more of this. Can't those idiots hit anything?
Give them time! We're all out of time! Let's go. Forward! To the top! Let's go, quick! Forward! Forward!
Slice him up!
Are you gonna get
Shoot you then! Yeah!
That one hit the mark! Let's go, men! Let's go, archers in the desert! Everyone, Sam! Ada! Someone get an axe and turn this fucking door.
What now, Captain?
Watch out for the marksman! Let's go, men! Clean things up here! Sam! Ada! Someone get an axe and turn this fucking door into splinters!
You fucked up with that bridge.
I am too old for this crazy shit. No. Really. Just fuck this. No bitch, we found this shit.
Kupan.
Do you think it'll take them to figure out what's going on here?
And hallowed be thy name.
Fuck off! And while you're at it, fuck each other! You'll never take this tower!
Our God and Father, you who sees all the injustice in the world, have mercy on us.
Come on, Henry, there's work to do. Up here, fast.
I wasn't expecting that from you.
What of it? Clearing won't hurt anything, right?
The ways of the Lord never cease to amaze me.
Hey, blacksmith boy, come here, quick.
God have mercy. What a fucking job.
He will have mercy. But it is much harder to forgive yourself.
Now what, scum? What's your next
right.
move? We'll shoot you like what?
Die, and all that's left
You are great misfortune. He is not the only one who will judge us. The human memory knows no mercy.
What will we do now?
Everything's fucked. Von Berghoff is holed up in the tower. He has shooters there, and we're running out of time.
We'll have to parley with him.
Oi. We're not gonna...
That's right. We're going to have a nice little talk with the Royal Chamber. Hey, you! Up there in the tower! We want to talk!
Listen! Stop shooting!
Now we'll see what Von Berghoff comes up with.
Fuck all! He's trapped!
Chamberlain, you are surrounded! I propose you honourably capitulate!
He doesn't have a drop of honor in him.
Ah! Would you give me one reason why I should do that, Pirkstein? I'm quite comfortable here. I will gladly wait for my allies in Kuttenberg to arrive. You can talk to them. Ah! And you're making a lot of noise. All that shooting you're doing must have been heard in the Hungarian camp.
Is there a point to any of this?
I agree. There is no... And on top of everything, it is absolutely inappropriate in the presence of a noble lady.
Rosa Retard.
Lord Capon! Henry!
Isn't now just the right time to change sides, Sir Royal Chamberlain?
What would you know about that?
Sigismund now needs you more than you need him. He's run out of money, his army is falling apart, and being his ally is no longer advantageous. As our captive, you'll gain more time, and you can calmly wait out the storm. And besides, if you secretly help us free Wenceslas, it won't cost you anything.
All right.
Can you give me any guarantees?
Why, of course! Nothing will happen to you. You have my word.
Your word, Bjergstein?
We're not barbarians, we're noblemen, Sir Otto. Your dead body would be worthless to us.
Ha! How sincerely simple, huh, Enoch? But yes, I can trust you. When it comes to ransom, you can always be counted on.
Fine! But what will it be, Lord von Berkhoff? You can flatter the devil all you want later.
You have convinced me. You're right. It is not in the interest of the kingdom to wage a war against each other. On the contrary, by becoming allies, we can all gain, ensure peace, and liberate our king. Very well. Agreed. We are coming out.
Ah. How fickle Lady Fortune is. First you're on top, and then you hit the bottom. Who would have thought back in Nabokov how things would turn out?
Come on.
Move.
What? Did you think I'd have you tortured like you did to me?
Time to settle accounts. You will pay for what you have done.
No! He's under my protection.
He's a murderer. He deserves to die.
Nobody's going to be killed here.
Fuck! That was a blast. My skull's ringing.
The way that Brabant loaded Lasse, it nearly blow his French ears off. It is wonder that Fop survived it.
You got lucky today. You won't next time.
The finger of God is fucked, Otto. Sorry, that must have cost the king's ransom. Oh, my lady! Anyway, I think we're all done here.
We have what we came for. Load up the wounded, and anything of value, you're ready to leave.
You go ahead. I'll just have a look around here.
All right, Henry. Take care.
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp!
To hell with you!
Fuck that! Ha! No chance! You fucker!
I'll get you!
Go! Yeah.
Are you flying?
God is a piece of rubbish.
Aye! Who are you calling a piece of rubbish?
Not you, the Kenan!
I cannot want
so cold.
The Kenan!
What do you think of Rosa Ruthard?
What do I know? She's a Shikse, so not from... She's quite comely. A man has to be wary of those, or else he will end up like Adam did with Lilith. Think of the poor fellow who will have her for a wife one day.
Friesen sei der Herr.
I'd like to look...
What are you...
My respects.
God bless you, sir.
I am the handmaid of the Lord. Be it done unto me according to thy word.
So, I'm back. How's it going?
Not yet. We need to fix ourselves up after the battle.
I'm not sure what to think of Malashov. I reckon it was...
What's done is done. The devil got his ass kicked, the peasants still have a roof over their heads. And if it weren't for you, half our men who are now rotting beneath the walls would still be breathing.
After what I went through in Skalitz, I couldn't just burn down people's homes.
Tell that to the dead. If only you'd let the devil do his job, there'd be a lot less of them. Look, I know you probably imagined yourself heroically saving the king and protecting innocents. And believe me, that's exactly what we're doing. It's just not as simple and honorable as we'd like it to be.
Is von Bergov's interrogation starting soon?
Not yet. We need to fix ourselves up after the battle.
Is von Bergov's in...
Not yet. We need to fix ourselves up after the battle.
The angel of the Lord declared unto Mary.
Nice work! Nice work indeed. You saved the peasants but sent your own men to the slaughter. You like to keep your hands clean, but war is a nasty business. So who are you going to sacrifice for your conscience next? Your little Jew brother? Capon? Yourself? You play the game, but you don't understand the rules. And in the end, you'll lose. You learned nothing. You understood nothing. And yet I tried so hard. And yet we share the same fate. Lord! My family was slain too, by the Turks. I felt just like you do. And Eric went through the same thing. That's why I took him in. We're one big family. Of orphans. Well, of course you do have a father. Although he's not gone so far as to give you his name.
I'm sorry.
Someone's been pampering this horse.
Is von Bergov's in...
You came at the right time. We're just about to deal with him.
Welcome to Sukdol, Lord von Bergov. Despite the circumstances that brought you here.
It is an honor, Peter. Compared to what I had to endure from Žižka and Kunstadt, your good manners are a welcome change.
I'll do my best to make your, involuntary stay no more inconvenient than it has to be.
Aren't you being a bit too welcoming, Sir Peter?
Just what I was thinking. Fuck that bollocks! He's a captive, not some busty wench. He's only alive to squeal what he knows. It'd be quicker if I just beat it out of him.
Just a beating? What about breaking a finger or two? Or singeing the soles of his feet? We had first-hand experience of various methods in the Trotsky dungeon, didn't we?
Curva, lad, that's not a bad idea. You know what? I'll tear out the last few hairs he has on his mangy head.
Instead of these pathetic threats, why do you not make me an offer? You do know that I am...
Shut your trap, Otto. Right now you're nothing. You lost most of your men at Rabos, and the rest croaked when we took Malashov. So what do you have left? A nice coat and a smug face.
Do you really think Sigismund made me his chamberlain because of my soldiers? Or to have someone to take care of the running of conquered fortresses?
Shut up, damn it! We're asking the questions.
Really? Then why have I not heard a single one yet? And what a shame that is. I am a pragmatic man, and I'm sure we can work something out. But lay a hand on me, and you will not hear a single word.
He's right. Apart from von Aulitz, he's Sigismund's closest man. He knows everything about him and his plans. We should try it the peaceful way first.
You're buying that? He talks just like Jobst. When he gets here, they can yap till doomsday for all I care. But now we just don't have the time.
Jobst wants to come back here. After he got away from us by the skin of his teeth?
Well, he has to show Sigismund our army up close.
So it's true. I couldn't believe the Margrave had finally made a move. I thought he would never march into battle.
See? Fortune is turning her back on you people. A pragmatic man like you ought to recognize an opportunity. If you help us, the Margrave will remember you for it. And will also let bygones be bygones.
You're getting ahead of yourself a bit, boy. The crown is still firmly on Sigismund's head, and Jobst won't find it easy to wrest it of him. Although, I expect you people have no idea of the situation Sigismund is in right now.
Oh. What situation is he in, then?
In the shit, Lord Trotznov. In the shit. So, a sensible person should seize every opportunity that presents itself. And I am eminently sensible. Lord Capon.
Yes?
When you came to Trotsky, you were carrying a message with an offer of an alliance from Lords Hanush and Radzik, were you not?
Exactly.
I think it is time I gave you my answer.
Seriously?
Are you not glad? I thought that was what you were after the whole time.
I don't think Henry shares your sense of politics, sir.
You think I'm some villain, don't you? But I've only ever wanted what is best, believe me. What is best for this country, for my loyal supporters, and, naturally, for myself. And I'm not ashamed of that. And it appears that Sigismund is no longer what is best. He's in trouble, both here and in Hungary. The army is not getting paid, morale is poor, and the Kuttenberg miners are rebelling, so the crown is running out of silver.
I see. The butcher's on his way, so you want to flee the pigsty, eh?
Naturally. And together we can even set fire to this pigsty, as you put it. If you want my advice.
I'm all ears, sir.
The last straw Sigismund is grasping is the royal treasury at the Italian court. If he were to lose his silver, he wouldn't be able to pay his soldiers and would have to withdraw to Hungary.
We're supposed to rob the Italian court.
The most secure place in the town?
Of course. And while you're there, you can also free the lords captured at Raborz.
My father.
Lord Pisek, as the former mintmaster, you must surely know of some way to sneak in.
There is no way. The court's an impregnable fortress.
Really? What about tunneling in? There are hundreds of tunnels beneath the city, and if I'm not mistaken, one of them runs beneath the court.
That's total madness. There might be some passageway leading there, but no one knows those old tunnels now. Besides, they might collapse at any time. One could easily come to a bad end there.
But that can also happen when you try to mount a horse drunk. What's with this tunnel?
There's a whole labyrinth of tunnels under the city. You'd have to dig from inside the treasury to find the one you want. And where they all lead to, God alone knows.
God and me.
Oh, pardon me, milady, but how would you know?
Not all young noblewomen devote their days to embroidery, Sir Peter. I look after Father's documents. St. James's Church owes its existence in part to the generous donations of the Rutards. So in the past we had a seat, and St. James's is right next to the Italian...
A handy escape route from the palace, eh? If you don't mind crawling...
In short, you can theoretically walk directly from Rutard Palace to the Italian court.
Sure. That is, after breaking through the wall...
By Christ.
That sounds almost too good to be true. And with a bit of luck, we'll get to the cellars of the court. What then?
What do you think? The guards will come down on you and...
So we need someone who can help us on the inside. Someone who'll distract the guards and lead us to the silver.
What about Ulrich Vavak?
Most importantly, he's got the Mintmaster's key. You'll need it to get to... But I wouldn't advise you to rely on the help of that...
Nor would I. Couldn't your brother help us instead, Lord Peace?
Christian? He can be hard to deal with sometimes. He'd be taking a big risk. And besides, I'm afraid Vavak's your only hope.
There is one...
Oh? What?
Perhaps you have heard about the expected arrival here of a...
Who? Do you...
The very one.
What the fuck are you talking about? Speak clearly.
Well then, a papal legate is on his way to the town directly from Rome. He's coming...
What's that got to do with...
Where would he be received except at the Italian? No one knows them. No one has ever seen them. And very few understand their language.
Well, bugger me. This is starting to...
What? What do you mean, take their place?
Why not?
Fuck.
We can't. Godwin, say something. You're a priest.
Jesus. Get a grip, fellas. Calm down. We'll just lock the Pope's lackey up for a bit, and once we've got the silver, we'll let him go again.
St. Joseph, cover thy ears.
Where will we find that legate?
He's staying in Lorette, at the vineyard. He's got the use of the whole place for himself and his escort.
Good. We'll send Catherine there to have a look.
And then we'll burst in there and cause a bit of a fuss, so he doesn't get any stupid ideas. And that'll be that.
Is there no other way to solve it?
Gentlemen, the legate is a man of the cloth, like me. I know Latin. I could explain to him what we need.
He'll tell us to kiss his arse, more likely.
Sir Hynek, never underestimate the power of sweet words.
It's true, none of us would be very convincing as an Italian. It'd be better if we made him take us with him.
But what do we do with the legate?
Lock them up at the Devil's Den. One of our men can guard them there.
A couple more peculiar fellas blabbering nonsense won't look out of place.
All right, let's say we get inside with the legate. What then? What if he betrays us?
That's why we mustn't let him out of our sight. Godwin will take care. Me? You said you spoke Italian, didn't you? If he starts squealing, you'll hold a dagger.
May God look the other way.
Meanwhile, the rest of us will have to deal with the guards inside. Prepare the ground for dig.
That's damned risky.
No one will be expecting us. As long as we don't make a ruckus too soon, it'll all be over.
What if the legate refuses?
Well, we can always beat him up. Take his clothes and let someone else put them. Like, Godwin, eh? Since he's a...
Hold on. I'm not going to play the...
Nobody's asking you to. We stick to the we'll work on the legate so he agrees to take us in with him. Then we'll find a way.
All right. I can't think of anything better.
Agreed then. We'll try gentle persuasion to begin with. And now, to the task. Henry, you go to the town and squeeze anything that could help us out of Vavak.
Most importantly, get that key from him.
Then wait for us at Rutard Palace, where we'll set up our base. We'll get there first thing in the morning.
And how are you going to get inside? The palace will be closed and maybe guarded. I don't expect you want to march through the main entrance, where everyone can see you.
That's true, milady.
There's not only a passageway to the church, but also down to the river. I know it like the back of my hand. I could show...
No offense, my lady, but you'll...
Zizka's right.
Do you want to get into the court? Then you need Rutard Palace. You want Rutard...
All right. Both. And no dawdling. You should be on the road tomorrow at the latest.
That's that, then.
If Sir Hanush saw you at Malashov, he'd be proud.
Well, now I just look like a fool. And it was only thanks to me that von Bergov even lived to see...
But you can't really blame Sam. If you were in his place, you'd see red too.
Whatever. Someone like him has no business threatening...
Someone like him?
You know what I mean. Why do you keep defending...
What's bothering you about Sam so much?
He's simply doing everything in his power to piss us off. He does whatever he wants, and if someone stops him from doing something completely moronic... yeah. Well...
What do you think of the deal with von Bergov?
I don't care about von Bergov right now. Did you see how everyone ignored me there? I may be younger than them, but I'm still a noble.
They're nobles too.
That was no obstacle to you in Malashov when you went against the devil.
I wouldn't be able to live with myself if I didn't do something.
That makes sense. And the devil could use a few more cuts and bruises. You did the right thing. I probably wouldn't have taken him on.
Aren't we making a mistake?
No.
It's extremely dangerous.
If we're to succeed, I forbid you to have such thoughts, are we clear?
All right, we better get to work. We've got to sort out our equipment and take care of the wounded. How many do we have?
Only 4. Sam and Kubienka are a little banged up, but they'll be better by morning. Brabant's pretending he's dying, but he's fine. And Berta's halfway on his way to his maker.
Is there anything we can do for him?
No. The maid Susanna is trying to ease his suffering, but it's only a matter of time before he croaks.
When will I finally get to see this? You personally, never with a bit of luck. But I have to place a guard. You do understand, don't you?
Of course. I know how these things go.
Is there anything else?
Yes. Since we are going to be sitting at the same table, I would like to hear something about this region.
I'm not sure I'm the right one to tell you. I spend most of my time right here.
I've arrived here only recently. Apart from Gutenberg and Maleshov, I haven't seen much of these parts. But you have been the steward of Sugdal for years, and a capable one at that, from what I hear. I'm sure you know the locality. I would be grateful if you would share your knowledge with me.
Gladly. At least it will shorten the evenings for us.